Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thfc Till I Die, your home of Tottenham past, present, and exciting future under Ange Postecoglou as the king of the lane takes us to new heights and new glories as the mighty Tottenham Hotspur are back. This is our final pre-season game of the season, of course, at home to the former German champions, Bayern Munich. The return of Harry Kane, who got his little medal, and rightly so. Before the game, Eric Dier's returned as well, but we're not sure why he's there. But we do know Eric Dier's to walk Harry Kane's dogs. So maybe he's walking them around up and down Tottenham High Road when the match, but both coming back. Also, our new signings have been shown off today. Solanke, Bergville, and the other signing who we got, who I can't remember. Archie Gray, that's him. Sorry, it's been a long day. I do apologise. But joining me, of course, in this watch-along, of course, the man behind the scenes looking after chat is Tequila316. Big up to you, Tequila. Joining me in this chat from top to bottom is the man himself, Mr. Philip Brady, the Godfather. Colin, the Manchester United fan, coming in with his, looking at it from an outside-in angle and down to the new kid on the block, which was a band back in the day, New Kids on the Block. It's Boris. So, Philip, we'll start with you. How are you, sir? And look, we've got Solanke. We're looking at Solanke. Bergville's on the bench today. We've got through team in a minute. We've got the 3 new signings being shown off. Tottenham are not finished yet. Great time to be a Spurs fan.
Yeah, it should be. Reading some of the social media today, I begin to wonder. But yes, it should be. I mean, made our record signing. Which hasn't met everybody's approval, but we'll see. And here we're playing with a great chance to get revenge on Bayern Munich for the defeat they gave us last week. And we'll go to the team in a minute. But yeah, I have a feeling this is the back four is interesting. I have to say, very interesting, especially the left back.
Sorry, I'm just grabbing something quickly to eat. Sorry, I was doing Dave's pre-match, so I do apologise about this column. Of course, your team are playing in the Charity Shield. How did you do? Did you win? Did you lose? Did you draw? And what do you think of the game today from a Bayern Munich point of view? What would they be looking for in this latest build up to their season?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a weird one because I'm happy and I'm sad at the same time today. Because obviously, as everyone knows, I'm from Doncaster and they won 4-1 today, which is fantastic. But Man United got beat in the penalties. City have successfully got their first bit of silverware.
That's a nothing bit of silverware. It's nothing. It's nothing. Charity Shield's nothing.
Yeah, I know. This is what I like to say as well. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens in this one. You know, I'm a neutral in this one, to be fair. So it's going to be interesting to see how both teams actually do line up. Because this is going to be a bit of a test today, I think, for both teams, not just Tottenham. I think both teams are going to see a good game.
Yeah, and of course, join us down the bottom, our new kid on the block, the man that's going to be working on the European Football Network Till We Die channel, covering everything for us. Boris, I mean, look, let's get the lines up now, guys. We're starting the lineups here. Just let me bring them up. Give us 2 seconds. This is the Spurs lineup. This is the Bayern Munich lineup. I don't think this is the team that's going to start against Leicester, to be fair. But is there any players in here you think they're in their last chance saloon with this lineup?
Well, this one, I'd probably say one's like Basuma, really, considering we've got Ray now, haven't we? So he's going to look at trying to take over that position. So I'd say players like Basuma, last chance. I wouldn't say Johnson, more or less, because we're still going to give him another season to see if he becomes good. Because he was a good addition for us last season. It was just that the goals were very far and few considering how many matches he played, unfortunately. But he still did have a good performance, really, with his goal output for his spare season in a spare shirt. But I'd say as well, like Dragusin as well. This is another time for him to show that it's a good performance for him, really. Considering in regards to the fact is he'd never really got much chance to beat Romero and Mickey into the starting 11. So we just want to see if we want him to give his best, so we can see him battling Mickey and Romero more to actually show that they can be pushed out if somebody else is better than them and that they're not solid there, because we don't want that with any player really, but we want them to feel like their positions under threat if they end up messing up, and that somebody's there willingly and who's there to take their place.
Yeah.
And I think everybody agree with me on that.
Yeah, I think they would. Philip, for you, who's playing for their place this season?
Last Chance Saloon is way too strong at this time of the season.
Well,
We've got a squad. We need to have players. They mightn't play every game, but to say Dragoos on his last chance, I mean, good God, he's only with us 6 months. There's guys like Ben Davis are not going to get much time. Basuma is going to get plenty of time. So like Last Chance Saloon is a bit strong. It's definitely the centre. The back four is going to change next week. You're going to have Mickey van der Ven and Romero back in there. That's definitely going to change. Other than that, I don't see a lot of changes unless Udoji is fit to take Spencer's place.
Well, the teams are coming out. I mean, for me, Jed Spence, this is his last chance to prove, and he hasn't proved anything, so maybe it's his first chance to prove.
Well, he has pre-season done. He's done very well.
Yeah, I've said that he has pre-season, to be fair. But look, I understand everyone has different opinions, and I understand that, and that's what we want. We want different opinions, and I understand that everyone's going to agree on that opinion. So I get where everyone's coming from, and the teams are coming out. On the channel, there is the Bayern Munich team. Do you want to go through that for us quickly, Colin, the Bayern Munich lineup?
Yeah, so the Bayern Munich lineup is Neuer, Upamecano, I'm going to butcher these names, Minje, Kimmich, Gnabry, Guerrero, Muller, Tell, Musiala, Stanstick, and Pavlik.
So, look, and then the Tottenham lineup is Vicario in goal, Porro, Jodrigs, anyway, Jagusin, Davis, Spence, Saab, Basuma, Madison, Johnson, my man. Come on, Johnson, prove everyone wrong. Come on, I'm backing you. Come on. Kulu and Son. I think Kulu will be the striker. I think Sonny and Johnson on the wing. It's a 4-3-3. What are you looking for, Philip, from this final game with the Leicester game coming up? What's the one thing you're looking for very quickly while the teams are lining up?
Well, I mean, we have the fitness now after the 2 weeks in Far East. I'm looking for a performance. Play the way we played in the friendlies, that we quick movement, quick passing, pass and move, and none of this tippy-tapping the ball around the back. I don't think we'll see it. Now, whether Bayern Munich are going to take this as seriously as they did last week, I don't know. Hopefully, Harry Kane gets a few minutes later on, as long as he doesn't score. But I'm expecting Tottenham to win this. I think we'll win this.
Quickly, Philip, score. What's your score line?
2-1 the Spurs.
Colin, what's your score line?
2-1 Bayern.
Boris, what's your score line?
2-2.
2? I'm going for a 4-0 Spurs win, just because I'm delusional.
Yeah.
And it's
me.
me.
Getting ready to start now. Where's everybody at on the screen?
Well, I've got the man with the trumpet doing when the Spurs come marching in.
About 10, 15 seconds there. I've got Harry Kane on the screen now.
I've got Ange on mine. Quickly, big up to Tequila. On with me later for the post-match show, so look forward to that, guys. It says, big up Dermo, the legend and the heart and soul of THFC till I die. Big up the Borough's new kids on the block.
Right, game started. Game has started. I've stopped, right?
Okay, I'm just worried that my other recliner's just reclined by itself.
You'll be fine.
Let me know when you started so I can keep this thing going.
Okay. Okay, I need to reset that. Where's the reset button?
Yeah, I've started.
Okay. I'm gonna have to quickly go through 2. I have to quickly.
Can I start my screen? I don't want to get too far behind because it'll be.
Hang on, I've lost. All right, we've started.
Yeah, mine's just started off now.
I'm 15 seconds into it now. So I can pause mine, Philip. Tell me when you get to 20 seconds.
I'll tell you one thing. You're going to be very surprised at what's going to happen here in a minute.
Yeah, well, where time are you, Philip?
I want 20 seconds.
Okay.
Goal for Spurs. Goal for Spurs.
It is
Kulu.
Kulu.
My God, that's quick.
1-0 Spurs.
I don't know why nobody understands this is where I'm coming from. Kulu's an amazing number 10 and number 9, but I just don't think people see it because everybody.
I know we see it. We see it all right. We know that. We see it, but Ange doesn't always use them out there in there, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Can people just? Sorry, I don't mean. Can people tell me exactly what time they're on?
There's no timer on my screen at the moment, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, same. I'm just watching the replay now.
Yeah, because I didn't start the scoreboard on the good start. Johnson again. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a mistake by the Bayern defender. He played it right back to Kulu.
But good start to
right,
Johnson.
1 minute 16 seconds.
Okay. So
yeah, 1 minute 15.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop mine at 1 minute 21. Let me know when you're there.
Should we go past that then?
We've gone past that. I'm on 127 now.
All right. All right.
We'll stop at 140. Okay.
All right. Fine.
Well, I'm stopped now. 140.
Yeah, 140.
Okay. Okay. Start now.
Right.
Yep.
Anyway, good start by Tottenham. First attack.
Yeah.
And the goal.
And
looks like a
1-0 Spurs. Big up to Tequila. What's the point? Big up. Also, big up to. Sorry, I'm not going to get to it. Big up to Carl Simpson. Big up to Neil Shafton as well. And he says it's Hammerdermo. Too legit. Yeah, I am too legit to quit. Always will be. Spurs 1, Bayern Munich 0. Come on. And my man Johnson again. It's Bayern Munich now on the attack.
Spurs won already. 4-1.
Play on, says referee.
TNT.
Here is
TNT.
Here's Basuma being crowded out. Great start from Spurs. Here's Sonny, all getting in, competitive. Porro, all the way back to Vicario. Ben Davis now. Jed Spence running into space, back to Vicario. Tottenham passing it around, looking for options. Spence, good one-touch stuff from Spurs.
That's a free kick. Michael Oliver's the referee as well.
And free kick to Spurs.
The one thing I'm wondering is what's Ange seeing him playing Spence on the left back. I haven't really, from what I've seen of him, he doesn't look that natural there. I know because he's a natural right back, but he doesn't look like he can slide into it that easy.
What a start from Spurs, though. Great start from Tottenham.
What a pass.
Here's Madison.
That should have been 2.
Oh. And here's Sonny, cuts back. All kicked out there by the German defender. Tottenham still on the attack. Madison looking for options. Back to Basuma. Basuma cuts in. Good start from Basuma. Oh, what a run from Basuma. And it's gone out for a throw-in by there. It was good run there by Tottenham. I've started very well. Colin?
Yeah, no, Tottenham started definitely the better out of the two, to be fair. I think Bayern Munich need to wake up, otherwise your 4-0 scoreline might actually happen, you know.
Philip's quickly putting a bet on his phone now on that one.
No, I'm trying to find
He's on their MGM.
Is it Paul Tierney's the ref?
Yeah, he's on the MGM already, sticking the fiver on the 4-0 scoreline.
Sorry, my picture went there for a minute. Yes, Paul Tierney's the ref. I thought it was Michael Oliver.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, it's one of the English refs anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only a friendly as such.
Tottenham here. I'm so buzzing Spurs are back. It's great to see the stadium. It's great to see Spurs playing at home.
See it full, you know, although I was there this time last year and it wasn't quite full for the Shakhtar Donetsk friendly, but they've really turned out in the numbers today.
But I agree with Tequila, Boris. We need another left back. I think we do. I think we need cover in some places, but maybe Donnelly can do that covering. Maybe he can. I don't know.
I'm surprised Donnelly wasn't picked as the FS starting one right now because I know Spence is a great player, but Donnelly was in all of the matches Donnelly's played at left back. He's been amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, but Donnelly's not playing for his future. Spence is, you know. So
that is
Yeah.
true.
why?
That's true. Tequila says, I get Disco Benny on speed dial. Disco Benny. There's Ben Davis. Do you know what? I understand why they've kept Ben Davis at the club. He's a good club man. He does all the, here comes Bayern Munich, headed by Muller. And
Hang on, you must have ahead of me. What speed? What are you showing on your time?
5:39.
Oh, geez, you've gone way ahead of us. I'm only at 5:27 now.
Okay, well, I've stopped mine at 5:50, so let me know when you're there.
Yeah, you must have got
That's all right, because I've got to stop this as well. I've got to pause the scoreboard timer as well.
Okay, 5:43, 44, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5:50 now.
Okay, I've just got to quickly now start that as well. It's very hard because I've got to pause both.
Yeah.
And I've got to make sure the time in the scoreboard's the same as the timer on the game as well, because people do go by that. So it's very hard to keep up with the two.
Anyway,
Bayern Munich. Well, if anyone's behind or a bit behind or a bit, a little bit, just if you're behind, just try not to spoil it. If you do, so we can get going.
I'm sure we're all pretty much on the wrong time now.
Yeah, I don't know what you're on, Column and
good ball.
Column and good ball. Here's Bayern Munich. Here's Gambi. Gambi in. Oh, well saved from Vicario.
Gnabry. He scored a hat-trick against us in the Champions League a few years ago, that Gnabry fella.
Yeah, he did. Colin, what time are you, man? Just to get the sense.
52, 53, 54.
Oh, so you're the same as the scoreboard?
Yeah.
And you, Boris, you're around the same?
Yeah, around the same. Just like a 1 or 2 seconds ahead, but not by much anyways.
All right, Grant. Big up to everyone that's watching. Big up to you all that we're trying to get to 2,000. We're only 9 away from 1,900. I would love to get there during this stream. It would mean a lot to all of us. Boris' stream is amazing. Trust me, he's going to be one ahead. Yeah, because Tequila uses Boris' stream, apparently. So them two know what they're talking about. If you're lagging behind, you should know what winning lottery numbers as you win the pot minus taxes. That's what Philip was doing. There's Bayern Munich's new coach. I'm really shocked that he got that job, you know.
Well, he was a Bayern player, wasn't he, for at a point in time? So
was he?
I'm pretty sure he was, wasn't he? Can't remember. Pretty sure he was.
Here's Kulu. Kulu looking for options. Oh, and then they got Johnson in there. I tell you one thing. Everyone's playing with intensity.
We're snapping,
and it's great to see.
In. The press is on.
Bayern Munich don't know what's hit them.
He was a player of Hamburg, not Bayern. I must be thinking of a different one, but yeah, it's shocking that he somehow managed to go from a team what he managed to get relegated to a multi-Champions League winning side.
Yeah. Am I right to say, Colin and Philip, that the players wanted Tuchel to stay? Am I right in saying that?
I don't think there was any great push by the players to get rid of him, no. Oops, there's Bayern coming down the left here.
Here it is.
Wide, well wide. Good open game anyway. Both teams are going for it.
Yeah, I think he said that halftime they're going to be showing off like Archie, Solanke, and Bergveld. I'm pretty sure it was either halftime or it's.
They showed Solanke before the game, didn't they?
Oh, did they?
Yeah. You're out there clapping.
Oops. Oh, good play. Oh, jeez. Yeah. They need a cock up in the Bayern Munich defense there.
I think the main player will see massive improvements on this season will probably be Vicario, to be honest, because you can now see him. He's settled in a lot more to the Premier League style. So I feel like we'll see a lot better out of him.
Vicario was one of the players of the season last year.
Yeah,
he really was. He kept us in more games.
When you signed him, I said to you, you had a top goalkeeper straight away.
Yeah,
you know, such a good goalkeeper.
No move from lads. Oh, geez, that was risky. Got away with it. When does the Bundesliga start? Does it start next week as well?
I think everything starts next week.
Oh, good ball. Oh, just behind him. Another really good move by Tottenham there. Down the left, Kulu. Couldn't get the ball across.
Obviously, Bayern Munich have lost 2 defenders as well today, haven't they? So,
Yep, to your club.
Yep.
What is it in total? Is it like 50 million euros or something like that in total?
Yeah, it's like 50. I think it's 53 in total, something like that.
So that means De Ligt was what? Because the other guy was 20 million, wasn't he? So De Ligt was like around 33 million. Jesus, that's cheap for him.
Yeah.
Considering how much did Bayern pay for him? Like 90 odd million, wasn't it, for him?
Yeah, it was a lot of money. Let's have a look.
Chance there for us, for Gnabry again. It's Gnabry.
60 million in total, it was.
Yeah, it was Juve what paid like 90 plus, wasn't it, from Ajax or something?
That's how much
Chelsea's squad members hit 40 this weekend.
I'm expecting Chelsea to have a squad of about 265 players.
It's not going to do him any good. It's going to be like last season. He won't know what his best team is till about Christmas.
Let's be honest, probably be even later than that, because we're seeing how he's acting in like the media, saying it's the Premier League's fault for the FFP rules and stuff like that.
Oh God, another idiot.
One of those type of managers.
Stick to organising the team. Leave those sort of comments to the board.
What was that?
With Chelsea in disarray now would be a good one, nice one to see again.
Here's Tottenham. Starting what I've seen now. Sorry about that, guys. Just a pop up. Do something. Tottenham they've really started well, Spurs.
Bayern have had a couple of chances.
And it's Basuma. Like every single time he's had been challenged by the Bayern Munich player, he's managed to knock them all off.
Yeah. Philip?
What?
Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, Bayern have had 2 good chances since Spurs scored, but we've had another good chance. But yeah, it's a very open game. It's not like a friendly. It's more like a competitive match now, to be honest with you.
Well, it is for a trophy at the end of it.
Oh well, now don't worry too much about that. It's nobody's shirking tackles or anything. They're getting stuck in.
No, we are the World Challenge champions, Philip. Don't forget that. We're the World Challenge champions. We've won that. We've won more than what Man United won today. Sorry, Colin.
But Man United actually play for a recognised trophy.
Doncaster was live on Sky, and they're live on Sky on Tuesday as well. That Sky Plus has shown a lot of football. I have to say, it's very well done.
They're showing all the championship matches.
Yeah,
they're in League 2, aren't they?
And League 1 and League 2 as well.
Yeah. Donny won 4-1 today. Lovely.
Oh boy, that's poor. I'll tell you one thing, lads. We need our 2 centre backs back. We're looking very, very porous down the middle here.
Do you know what? I get what you're saying, but I think I don't think. Look, how can I put? Rudo hasn't had a lot of game time.
I know that. I'm allowing for that. But I'm just saying that we need Van de Ven and Romero back for next weekend.
They will be back.
Yeah, we won't get away with it as easy as this.
Yeah, but would this be like an opportunity to see how the backups do? And we probably look. The window isn't closed yet. There is probably more, but I think Vicario looks a bit more bulky, by the way, guys. He looks a bit more muscly. He's bulked up over the summer.
Maybe.
I have to say, Bayern Munich with a free kick, guys. My scoreboard.
This is our Achilles heels now. I know this is our Achilles heel last season. So let's see if we've improved. If we improved on it.
My scoreboard is a little bit.
Oh shit! One each. We haven't. We haven't.
I haven't seen it yet, Philip. So I was just waiting.
Well, yeah, I was tied up.
I was just saying if we can.
Yeah, but I was level with you 2 minutes ago. You know, so.
Yeah, I'm not now. So if anyone's ahead, just if they do score, just wait for us to catch up.
Yeah, but that's weird. We were synced up 2 minutes ago, and now we're not.
Yeah,
it's good for you Bayern Munich fans there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very scrappy goal.
It was.
Vicario's complaining for offside.
Oh, I
made a good save actually the first time.
Yeah. Oh, leave the fucking scoreboard alone. I have to keep coming back. It was a good save from Vicario. He just pammed it in, didn't he, to the Bayern Munich player? Was he offside?
It came at him so quickly. He couldn't have been.
No, Davis played him on.
Did he?
That was it. Well, look, 1-1. On we go. Out for a Tottenham Bayern Munich throw-in. Should have been the Spurs throw-in, but never mind. Yeah. If Tequila was at the game, he'd be booing me. Someone scored on Spurs. Boo. I'm only joking, he says. Here's Bayern Munich on the here's Muller. Off Jackson into the arms.
I wonder will we see Van der Ven and Romero in the second half?
I think we will.
Time before next weekend, you know.
Yeah, I think we will.
Kulu's looking very sharp.
Yeah, he is. He's looking very sharp indeed. Right, I'll tell you what I am going to do. I'm going to do this, which I should have done. Right. Right, I am now synced with the game.
Well, hang on, I better stop here. I'm 1741.
That's fine. Just go ahead, Philip. I can't keep syncing and because I've got to sync two things, and I've just synced the scoreboard up. So that's fine. If you're ahead, you're ahead. That's fine. If we score, then silently celebrate. We can all celebrate together.
Silently celebrate.
I was watching a lot of Charlie. I was watching a lot of
you got to be Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, I was watching him. Yeah, I was watching a lot of Charlie Chaplin last night for some reason. I don't know why. Here's Kulu. Here is Sonny. Our crossing isn't the greatest in the world, I tell you. Our crossing has been atrocious.
Yeah, that needs to improve.
Cross. He can't score, but he can cross.
Yeah.
If you want to get the best out of Solanke in your team, your crossing needs to improve.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think Rudu's done all right, apart from the goal. But I think he's done all right, actually. He played well in the Euros. So he played well for Romania.
He's rusty. He's only back a few days. He's only back a week. With 2 weeks less than the rest of them. So
yeah.
Then again, Van der Ven and Romero only back a few days.
Mm-hmm. And there's Sonny. Sonny's a very good captain, apparently. He's very opinionated in the dressing room, apparently, which is good to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Jed Spence. Please, Jed Spence, have a good game. I would love to see Jed Spence actually come back and actually He's a good crosser of the balls.
That should have been a corner.
I should have been a corner, Philip. You're right. I don't know how. Big up to the other legend. Philip Wilton put a comment in after one of our shows. I have time. I'll ask you it because it's a very good point what he had to make. And me and Tequila, I think, talked about it a bit on one show, and it's a very good comment. So at halftime, if you can answer it for him, I'd be really grateful. But he put, I think it was the one shows we did. I can't remember, but it's a very good comment he put in. So I said I would ask you next time you were on. Here's Bayern Munich. If you are watching, Bayern Munich all in red. Tottenham are in white shirts, blue shorts. If you are watching this in black and white, the ball is white.
Dermot, that's one colour you'll never ever see Spurs play in is all in red.
We actually did. We did back in the 1800s.
Not since Arsenal moved this side of the river, you know.
Yeah. We did. We sadly won it. We played it in one game and then we decided not to wear it again.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Boris and the column, I'll tell you this after the corner by Bayern.
Oh, come on. Good advantage. Come on, Sonny. There's nobody with him.
Corner. Out. Oh, good out by Spurs. Johnson kicks it somewhere. Madison out. Here's Sonny now. Oh, good advantage here from Spurs. Tottenham now. Here's Sonny. He's on his own. He's running. Go on, Sonny. You know you can do it, son. And he slows up. Why slow the ball up?
No support. No support.
Here's Madison. Crosses it in. Out for a corner.
He's on his own. Look at that. He's not Spurs player within 20 yards of him. No. Now Kulu's coming up behind him.
Yeah, that's true. When I saw in South London, they played next to a sewer. Philip knows this story. And they actually had to move because the fans didn't like the smell of the sewer. That is true as God, you two. That's why they moved to North London. Yeah. God, Sonny looks half knackered already. It's cool.
I thought they moved to your part of London, so they could bring trophies to that area.
Do you know who objected to Arsenal moving into North London? And it wasn't Tottenham. Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah.
What the hell does it got to do with them?
And London anyway.
Alf Garnett was a Spurs fan in real life. Oh, lovely play.
Here's Bayern Munich now on the attack. I don't know why my scoreboard keeps going ahead of the official scoreboard. It's getting really annoying.
Who's number 24? Is that Spence?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he's up for it today.
He does.
Anyway, Colin, about the trophies, how are your noisy neighbours getting on anyway?
They're celebrating winning one of those trays that you bring food on in a restaurant today.
Oh, right, okay. Nice.
Big up to the play pouch. He's putting links in for the Full-Time Sports Network, for THFC Till I Die, for Double Done Gaming as well. Please, everyone go and support all them great channels. And us too, as we're only 9 away from 1,900. So if you can, hit a like and subscribe. I would be extremely grateful. We all would be extremely grateful. Because we all put a lot of work into this channel. We all give a lot of time up when we could be doing other things.
Oh, come on.
Here's Spence. Back to Ben Davis. Back to Vicario. Tottenham building up slowly. I know I'm probably way behind everyone else, but oh, here's Bayern Munich. Here's Munich in front. Oh, is that a penalty? Referee says no. Play on. He slipped more than he was tackled.
Well, he's an Arsenal player. Of course, he's going to try and call a penalty against Spurs.
Free kick to Spurs here, and it's quickly taken from Anderson. Here's Kulu. Oh,
close. That was close.
He was asking for a corner.
Yeah, that was close. It showed you how switched on Kulu is today. He was away like a shot there.
Yeah.
I bet you're happy now, aren't you, that Daniel Levy priced Kulu out of the move?
Yeah, very much. Ange must be happy what he's seen, though, mustn't he, guys?
I mean, for the players that are on the pitch, I guess so.
Yeah.
I still think you need to go up a gear.
Oh, yeah, I do. Here's Munich. Bayern Munich. Tottenham. Or when was the last time they played us at the Lane? Was that the 7-2 win? Was that the last time they played us at the new stadium?
2000 and what? No, that was here at the new stadium in 2019. Yeah.
Was that Poch's last game?
It was near enough it.
I think if anything, that was probably the final nail in his coffin, really, that one.
Yeah.
That was in October, I think. October 19. Not October. October 18.
Is
no, it had to be at Wembley. It had to be at Wembley because our stadium wasn't built.
To answer your question, yes, he probably will.
Leave it.
Yeah. Tequila's on the wind up. He did tell me he'd be winding us up today. Bugger.
I think he's even more wound up when he's seen my FC 25 career mode and who Spurs have actually bought on that.
Oh, come on, Tottenham.
Here's Bayern Munich on the attack.
Oh.
For option.
Oh.
All right. What time are you, Philip?
26:37.
All right.
26:40.
Can you pause and I'll catch up with you because I'm 40 seconds behind you now.
Hold on. I'll stop at 26:50. I'm stopped at 26:50.
All right. So I've got time to do something. Okay. I'll stop there. Right. And then I'll... Okay. All right. Play now. Oh, bollocks. I'll probably be a second behind you, Philip.
What do you know?
Right. I am 7, 8, 9, 27 minutes.
Jesus, Spence. Oh, great play by Dragusin. 27:13 I'm at now, Dermot, right?
Oh, okay. I'm only a few seconds behind you.
Well, hold on. I'll stop it. 27:20. Tell me that. Tell me that.
Okay. Now.
Right.
What are you
So
guys... Sorry, just to make...
There. That saved the goal.
It was. Yeah. What time are you guys? Sorry, just to make sure we're all...
27, 33, 34, 35.
Yeah.
Pretty much there. Yeah.
Boris?
Yeah, we're on the same time. We're on 27,
Okay.
40, stuff
All right,
like that.
we're all on the same link now. It's amazing how Spurs play in TNT are so far apart.
I think that's just the
Yeah,
way
it's all the systems they go through.
Yeah, but if you look at like Sky and Sky Go, like Sky Go is always like 30 seconds behind the actual Sky, so that's just how it is, unfortunately.
Carl is winding up more. He's saying they should do a Levy and Tequila t-shirt as one with Levy with thumbs up, with Tequila on Levy's t-shirt. With Tequila. You put Tequila and Carl in the chat, you know there's trouble.
Hang on, Madison looks like... Is that Madison's on the ground? They're coming on.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
He's not looking too good.
Ange doesn't look happy. What did you think of Ange's press conference yesterday?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, right in the back of the head.
Ah, well, it was an accident, but...
I know it was, but it's a nasty one.
Yeah. What did you guys...
Coming off for 10 seconds.
Yeah. What did you think of his press conference yesterday? On, like, the Richie that he doesn't know where all this Richie talk has come from.
Oh... I don't know. I only saw the edited version of it. I didn't see the full version. So I don't know what I didn't talk about Richie, actually.
I mean, he was saying he doesn't know where the Richie talk has come from. That he was impressed with Richie. You know, that he will use Richie this season, Boris. So, you know, just quickly, as Madison is now up, thank God, he's talking to the referee. He's been told he has to go off to come back on again. Spurs fans, there are a lot of retro shirts in the crowd, which is great to see. I love the Hummel one, the 86-87 shirt. The one when we should have really done the treble that season, but we didn't. David Pleat's one great season at Spurs before we broke round corners and was sponsored by the AA and RAC. You right, Philip?
No, I'm not all right.
Why? What's wrong? Here is a corner to Spurs. Oh, it's gone out for another corner. What's up?
You'll find out in a minute.
Here's Vicario. Oh, bad.
He's done it again. That's twice now. Vicario's gifted goals to Bayern Munich.
Oh, what are you doing, Vicario? Seriously.
I'm sorry, but there's 4 other players in front of him that should be stopping that ball even going in. So you can't just blame Vicario.
Yeah, but he made the bad pass. He made the terrible pass to the defender who was covered off. He shouldn't have made that pass. Jesus.
I get it.
There's a Bayern Munich player 2 feet away from the Spurs player. How is he supposed to react? Look at this. Look. It's completely closed down.
I mean, let's
yeah,
see
but
now.
The ball's gone right. Okay, I understand where you're coming from, but the ball's bounced backwards out, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Spurs players.
It defected off a Bayern Munich player right into the path of another one. You know.
I mean,
There
Jed Spence.
were 5 Spurs players there. One of them should have got in front of it.
Yeah, Jed Spence, to be fair, was the nearest to him.
Anyway.
Yeah, I get what you're getting at, and you're probably right. This twice we've been caught like that. But if you look at it, Jed Spence should have tackled him more. He could have got a foot in. It did get a deflection as well.
The pass Vicario made gave the Spurs player absolutely no chance of reacting.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but the points I'm making, I think Colin makes a good point as well. That you both make great points. That Vicario shouldn't have done the pass he done. You're right. But also, when you look at outside, Jed Spence got a deflection. Jed Spence should have got a bit nearer to the defender who's the player who's going to take the shot as well. So it was a combination of everything.
Thrown them off balance a little bit. The deflection would have, and nobody reacted just quick enough. You know, that's where match practice comes in. Next week they'll react to something like that. Anyway,
but it was a good goal though.
It's a gifted goal. We gifted it to them.
Here's Bayern Munich now. 2-1 up at home. Oh, God, do we need a striker? And do we need we need Romero and Van der Ven back?
Oh, yeah, I've actually found out a good fact about the last 10 strikers we've bought are Luis Zaha, Clint Dempsey, Emmanuel Adebayor, Robert Salado, Clinton Ng, Vincent Janssen, Fernando Llorente, Carlos Vinicius, Richarlison, and Alejo Veliz. The one who's had the most goals is Adebayor with 42 goals. That's the most one of our strikers we've signed has over our last 10.
Oh dear!
And Harry Kane came through our academy and outblitzed them all.
Exactly. So hopefully Solanke can actually manage to get a good season.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't know what's going on with. I know obviously he's not had a lot of game time, but I don't know what's going on with Dragerson. He seems to be getting bullied quite a lot at the minute.
Yeah.
But then you see him in other matches where he ends up doing the bullying to stop that from happening.
Oh, yeah, I just don't understand.
Why?
It's his first senior. It's his first game back. Give me. He'll grow into it. You know.
Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. 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 I think he's going to be f
There's Richie and
He was
Solanke.
Romania's best player in the World Cup in the Champions Europeans.
Richie doesn't look happy.
Richie never looks happy.
Have you ever had a pitch where Richarlison is actually smiling like a proper smile? Nobody's ever seen it.
Oh, we've been outdone again at the back. They're really tearing us to pieces at the back here a little bit.
I don't even think he's just that as well. It's as well, you know, like with Dragushin as well. He was playing a completely different formation at the Euros. He was playing. It's completely different to the way Ange wants to play, really. So he's going to have to get used to it because he was playing with a different manager and all that sort of stuff.
There's Vicario kicking it up the pitch with all the optimism.
He's got behind me again. I wonder what time are you now?
35 minutes.
Jeez, that's 10 seconds dropped in the last minute.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Yeah, well, we're watching it on two different platforms. I'm watching it.
No, but we had the same timing a couple of minutes ago, and now we're not. You know, I believe it the way it is. That's a free kick to Spurs, anyway.
Even my scoreboard's gone ahead of Spurs play. Oh, I had this problem before. No wonder. No wonder. Hang on. Right, I'm now at 37. Hang on. What am I now? I'm now at 37 minutes. I actually had it on.
37, or you're a minute and a half ahead of me now.
Yeah, you're quite far ahead of us now. Look,
hang on, I will stop it.
I'm 36-11.
All right, I'll stop it at 37:20. So let me know when you get there.
Screen timer's gone off the screen again. 37-11. Is that what you said?
37:20.
Nice. Another 50 seconds to go yet.
So this is a question to you and to you, Demo, Philip, as well as Colin, if he wants to answer it. Who do you think the breakout player will be this season?
Bergvall. Been saying it for the last couple of months.
I think you take that one, Colin.
Well, it depends who's going to get game time, I suppose. I think Bergvall's obviously the favourite to do so.
17, 18, 19, 20, damn it.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind seeing Mikey get a bit more game time.
Much more.
Yeah.
But he's only 16, so he's not going to play that many games, I'd say. But he will. Well, I'd say when he plays, he'll make an impression because he's.
See, I don't get this whole thing of like they're 16. If they're good enough, they're old enough. Do you know what I mean? Like Rooney, Yamal, they were all 16.
It might take him a while to get up to the rigors of playing every game in the Premiership, you know?
Oh, yeah. I get that.
Well, he's going to be signing his first professional contract with Spurs tomorrow anyways, isn't he?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him on the pitch for a while tonight as well. Ooh. I think that summing up at this game, first 15 minutes, Spurs were good. The rest of it's been Bayern Munich, really. They've been the better team. They look very dangerous going forward. Thomas Muller must be like, I don't know. I know he's not that old, but he seems to be around forever. Now, Jed Spence with a good run.
He's 5 years younger than Ronaldo. Ronaldo's 39. So, yeah, I think it's just because he's been at Bayern his entire career. I think that's why it looks like he's been around longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, did you see that Marco Reus has gone to LA Galaxy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Sky Sports News have only just announced that you've signed Dominic Solanke.
Again, can I just say, again, this channel has been ahead of everyone.
Sky Sports News just announced we signed Jimmy Greaves.
Slow Sports News.
Another save by Vicario.
Are we all in time, yeah? Just making sure that we're all still in time.
39-42.
Yeah, okay.
I'm behind a little bit behind. I'm just
I give up.
yeah, same here. It is. We'll sync up properly for the second half.
I think Tequila said it perfectly. I would sum up the game as what time are we at?
What time exactly? I was just about to say that because I'm constantly saying what time are we at. Oh dear. Anyway, 5 minutes before halftime. Breakthrough player of the season. To answer your question, I would probably say I would go for two: Solanke and one of the youngsters. I think. Personally, myself, I think Solanke's going to have a really good season. I was watching some of his goals he can score, and he's one of these players that can do everything. To be fair, I mean,
but is he a breakthrough player, Dermot? He's broken through with his present club or his previous club. Are we not more talking about a young Spurs player coming through? No. Homegrown talent.
Yeah, well, look, I think Archie Gray be another one. I think Alfie Devine will probably get game time. I think he will be kept around. I think.
Jeez, nearly an own goal.
Almost as just like a massive goal. That almost.
Sonny was coming in behind him.
Sonny, my Sonny, what have you done to my Sonny?
What a brilliant cross that was. Oh,
I think there's a lot to be excited about this season with the squad we're getting, with the youngsters that are coming through. I think Ange needs to be given time to get this right because Ange will get it right. And I think Levy will get it right. I think Levy will ignore some of the fan base that want Ange out. I mean, we're all complaining about the Conte and Mourinho football. Now we've got a manager that plays good attacking football. I think we've got to get it. We've got to give him time, and I think we will. And I think Ange will get it there. I mean, any manager that's been given time at Spurs has won stuff, apart from Poch, but he nearly won stuff. So any manager that's been given look, I said it on Dave's. If we had sacked Keith Birkinshaw after we got relegated, would we have had success like we did? And the answer to that is no, we wouldn't have done. Because we wouldn't have got Ozzy, we wouldn't have got Ricky, we wouldn't have got the success we got in the early 80s. It's all about a board sticking by the manager. Would United have got... Yeah, it is. Would United have got success without...
Oh, that's a dive, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it is a dive. Would have Ferguson got success at United if they sacked Ferguson before the FA Cup final? No. So it's all about giving managers time. We will get there.
I mean, you've got to have the right support as well. I mean, you know, like I said, I'm an outsider looking in, you know, and I know people won't agree with everything I say because they're probably like, well, you know, you're a Man United fan. What do you know about Tottenham? Which is a fair point, but I will turn around and say is, you know, if you don't succeed this season, you have to point fingers at certain people. And one of those people is Daniel. You know, you've missed out on a lot of people that you were going for. Neto signed for Chelsea. You were linked with him for God knows how long. You know, Eze, you've been linked with for ages, and it looks like he's going to end up going to City. You wanted Ivan Toney, but you've gone for Dominic Solanke. You know what I mean? Like, if Ange just picked out his first choice...
Muller.
If Ange wants his first choices, then you're supposed to get your first choices, aren't you?
Yeah, here's Muller, 3-1.
Get that. I tell you, get Ben Davies off and get two centre backs on there because this is going to get embarrassing if this carries on like this.
It's going to end up being like a 7-2 all over again.
It's
poor
been
defender.
dreadful.
It wasn't a free kick in the first place, though. It wasn't a free kick. Your man bought the dive. That came from Fred Spencer's side again.
It's dreadful the first time. And look, you're going to get all the Ange outers now coming out. And look, let's look at it again. It should have been a free kick, but that's football. Referees just can spot a dive from not a dive. But again, our defensive has been dreadful. Again,
yeah, but okay, mate. If that was our full starting defense, I'd be worried. It's not.
It's not though.
So let's just keep it that it's.
Yeah, but
we're playing against a team a top class team here. We're not playing Wraith Rovers. We're playing Bayern Munich, so they're going to exploit any weakness that there is.
Yeah,
so that's why I want to see Van de Ven on the second half here.
Yeah, but if they're still on there to do a pitch, they're still on there to play, and they're not defending.
Wise. Yeah, they're on there to do a job, but they're doing it against players that are just a little bit better than them at the moment.
I mean, Taylor says Bayern's better team than us. Easy, yeah.
We're not disputing that.
Yeah,
we're not disputing that.
I think Tequila's agreeing with you, Philip.
Because we don't have the other centre backs fit enough to play 90 minutes. They've just come back, so that's why Davis is playing there.
Then that comes back.
I don't get that. I don't get that. Like, I understand. Obviously, you've not got the players to come back and play and all this and all that. But like, there's a Community Shield match today, and some of the players that have only just come back a couple of days ago played in that today. So what's the excuse? I don't understand.
It's obviously whatever fitness levels the guys were assessed at, they felt they weren't ready for 90 minutes. So that's why I'm hoping they'll come on in the second half.
Look, pre-season's there for match fitness. Pre-season's there for getting players ready, and it is half-time, and it is Bayern Munich 3, Tottenham Hotspur 1. You're likely to see a lot of changes at half-time. There's a lot of talk that we need another centre back. I think we might do, but what's your first half thoughts, Philip? I'll go through the lot of you, and then I'll give mine.
For fear of getting on the YouTube's skin again, I'll be very calm on this one. First 10 minutes, 15, okay. Last half hour, not good enough. Not good enough. When we've got players forward, it's one player, nobody's supporting him. By the time the support arrives, Bayern have 5 defenders back. So we're not playing as a unit. We're playing two spaced out, 3 different parts of the team: the defense, midfield, and attack, and there's no coordination between them.
No, Colin,
that's my view. The defense has been ripped.
Yeah. What's your thought on the first half as a whole?
I can't really disagree with Philip, to be fair. Your midfield keeps losing the ball. When you go forward, you're breaking at pace, but you're only leaving one person up there, and one person can't do anything on his own, especially against a decent defense like what Bayern have. And your defense is basically like wet paper at the minute. It's you're getting passed through and beaten up constantly. Something needs to change at half time, because this will be a cricket score if not. Yeah.
Boris, what's your thought? I don't think you can really disagree what Philip says, really, can you?
No, not in the slightest. I don't think anybody could disagree with that, because we were great the first 15 minutes. We literally opened the scoring within the first minute, if not less, really. So the thing is, I just feel like, as the chat's also been saying as well, like as Carl said, we need a proper holding midfielder as well to hold up the ball and stuff like that. And Mathers we always see Mathers tracking back. Like, yes, we want that, but like we never really see him staying up for much longer, anyways. And like as well as what Coleman and Philip have said themselves, we need somebody else up there with Sonny or with Kulu. Like if Kulu's going up, Son needs to follow him, or if Son's going up from Kulu or Johnson need to follow him. They need to start following him. Otherwise, we won't end up getting any goals in it. And that's going to end up impacting Solanke as well, because Solanke will start thinking, "Oh, I'm all on my own, and I don't have anybody there to assist me in that regards."
I can't disagree with all you've said. Look, I think Personally, I would put Romero as the number 6. I think that's where he plays for Argentina. He doesn't play as centre-back. He plays as a defensive midfielder. So I would push Romero there. I agree with Luigi Music. Basuma isn't good enough for defensive football. He's not. Half that first half, he's been pushed off the ball like nobody. I agree with Philip. I know this isn't our back four. We are missing Destiny. We are missing Romero. We are missing Van der Ven. But what worries me is if any of them get injured, is our backups good enough? Apart from Rudu, who maybe, Ben Davies is not good enough. Ben Davies has been, and I've been saying it for a while, Ben Davies is a good club man. He does all the Twitter stuff. He does all the stuff that a good club paying does. But as a player, he's not a centre back. He was a left back made into a centre back, and he wasn't good at left back either. He's not good at centre back either. Jed Spence, this was his chance. He's made a few mistakes today. Ange says something, and it's on my TV now. And what is in the past, we always look forward. We always play our football positive. We're wearing Tottenham shirts. We play the Tottenham way. That's all great, but you need the defence to back that up. And we have not got a defence. If we haven't got Romero, we haven't got Romero, Van der Ven or Destiny, we're nowhere. And that's for Vicario trying to play that from the back. God knows what he was doing for that second goal. Oh, it's frustrating, but I can see the positives, but there is a few negatives there. I don't know what anybody else wants to say. I
think there's more negatives than positives, if I'm going to be honest with you, because
yeah,
all this is showing me, and like I said, you know, people can tell me to shut up all they want, but I'm going to say it anyway because I won't shut up because it's who I am. All this is showing me is if, you know, VDV and Romero get injured or called away or something like that, it's an easy game for whoever you're playing because you can't defend without them at all.
You know, Philip, what's your view on that? Is our backup's not good enough?
Dragusin should be good enough. Is good enough. Will be good enough. But that's where we don't really have any more centre backs other than that, unless you're talking the young lad in the under 21s. But was it Dorrington? But he seems to have been. I think he's injured. So possibly, you know,
as well. But that's about it.
Yeah, I was going to say we probably do need. Like, Andrew might look at this today and says, right, we might need to bring in another centre back as a complete backup. But the thing about it is, how are you going to get a player to come in knowing he's number 4 when Ange only plays 2 centre backs? Some players won't come to a club that know they're going to be sitting on the bench for most of the time. That's going to be a problem. So that's why it's going to be very, very hard to recruit a decent centre back because he might not get much game time. You know, and as for someone coming up from the ranks, Ashley Phillips should be able to do a job. You know, I don't know if he's on the bench today or not, but he should be able to do a job. He's a centre back. Whether he's good enough, I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him.
Carl is saying, go and get Anderson from Palace. Don't want to see Davies anywhere near it. I don't want to see Davies anywhere near this team anymore. I'm sick and tired of seeing Ben Davies. He cannot defend. I'm sorry. I said it last season as well that he couldn't defend. And some people in the chat said to me I was talking rubbish. I've just been proved he can't defend. Actually,
he's not directly responsible for the goals. You know, he's not directly. Look at that first goal there. Who was it? Missed the header completely. Basuma. Oh no, Jed Spence missed the header completely, and that's how they got the first goal. Vicario was to blame for the second goal. You know, so you know, I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but you can't blame him for something that wasn't his fault.
He's still part of the back. He's still part of
the
back.
He's on the other side of the area from that where that ball came in from. It wasn't his man that scored.
I mean, they're going to show the goals again. We started so brightly, though. We did. We started so great, and Kulu started well, and Johnson started well, and we got the early goal.
Johnson disappeared after 10 minutes, though. It wasn't seen again.
Yeah, and look, I did. Yeah, I mean,
that was close.
kind of.
Well, that was a save. That was a corner. Neuer saved that one. And oh God!
I mean,
it's good to see the standard of referee still as good as ever.
Colin and Boris. I mean, you look at the start we made, and then you look at the fall off. Does Ange have to? A lot of people are saying the Scottish League's different to the Premier League. Does he have to change his tactics a little bit this season round? And if so, has he got the players to do that?
He got us into Europe last season, so albeit with a rocky patch at the end. He's not going to change it by much because he doesn't need to. But we need to get the right balance on the 11 out in that pitch for his tactics to work. We don't have that balance on the pitch today.
No, I mean, I think he does. I think something needs to change, and I'm still going to actually defend Vicario for that second goal. That Vicario did what he was supposed to do there. He has looked up, seen the ball coming to him. He's then keeping the eye on the ball, and somebody has shouted for that pass. So that's not really on Vicario. He can't take his eye off that ball when it's coming towards him and he's stood on the goal line.
Not call him either,
Manchester City do it every single week. Manchester City did it today.
A little bit of space. There's usually a little bit of glee. There's nothing. That ball was closed down before it even reached the Spurs boy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Vicario's looking at that ball as it's coming to him, and he's been shouted at to give him the ball. So,
well, possibly as the ball was coming to Vicario, the Bayern Munich player was probably 2 yards off the Spurs man, which would have given them time to react. But by the time he got the ball, the Bayern boy was on top of him.
Yeah, he's just not looked up and seen how closed down he is, because obviously, like I said, he's trying to keep an eye on the ball. I've done it as a goalkeeper. You've had somebody call you when you've looked up originally. They've got that 2-3 yards of space that they need, and by the time you've played it, they're on top of him. There's not a lot he can do. To be fair, he's playing the ball where he's been called to.
He saw what was going on. He should have just hoofed the ball up the pitch.
But Ange doesn't want you to play that way.
No, that's it. But there's times you have to. If you no other option, you have to do that.
Yeah, look, Boris. I mean, where are you at it? I mean, we've got two different opinions on it, two different versions of it. Where are you with the goal?
Well, the goals happen. Unfortunately, there was bad plays what led up to the goals in both situations. Like I agree with on the second goal that both sides were at fault in regards to it. Like the carrier made a couple of mistakes, but also the defenders made a couple of mistakes in regards to that. But unfortunately, that's just how football is. We can't change what's just happened, because if we could, then Jesus Christ, we'd be making a hell of a lot more changes from what just happened. But that's what we're probably going to be doing in the second half anyways. So I see more than likely we're going to end up bringing on like Mickey and Romero, because I saw before when we was running up the pitch with the ball at one point, I saw Romero and Devine and all them getting warmed up. So I feel like they'll be coming on at the end of this once the second half begins. So we at least have another defender. So I feel like Mickey and Romero will be coming on for the remaining 45 to give their like the stretch in the match, and hopefully that they get enough fitness for Saturday.
Spurs were much better in the second half against Bayern last week, so hopefully it'll be the same this time.
The showing Jed Spence at the moment, he has made a few mistakes. I mean, we've got Connor. I agree, Colin, with you. The back line was a shambles. The Keeler said by Neil Shafton is saying, I think people are hyper-focused to a fault on mistakes rather than the body of work. I think Davis is good enough. He's good enough to play for Spurs and Wales. So there is a reason that he's playing, which is a very good point, to be fair. They're showing the goal again. And to be fair, they are showing that the Vicario thing again. He passes it back. It's all one-touch stuff. But Basuma gets bullied out of it. I mean, for me, Basuma has not played well in this first half. And I feel Basuma should have had awareness of who was around him and should have said to the manager or said to the goalkeeper, Vicario, right, don't give it to me.
Yeah, but like I said, he's come back. He's come running towards Vicario and shouting for the ball to him.
Yeah.
So obviously, like I said, Vicario's focused on where that pass to him is going. Because the last thing you want to do is take your eye off it and then it roll under your foot or something. Trust me, it's embarrassing. I have done it so many times. It's embarrassing. So you keep focus on where the ball is and you play to where the noise is. That is what he's done. yes, like I said, Vicario probably should have put it long, but Ange doesn't want to do that. He wants to play it out from the back. But again, the player shouldn't have called for it. Like you just said then, Dermo, he should have had a bit of a better spatial awareness about him. He should have realised he's closed down. Right, okay, don't give me the ball.
Kenneth makes a point here. Should we lower our expectations for the season? As Spurs fans, I know Ange said last year that he wants to win the league, and some fans have taken it on that Spurs, that he wants to, this season to win the league. Are we looking for too much, or do we need to give Ange a tight chance to get his principles done right in the right time? Or do we have a right to believe and hope for more than what we might get this season? What do you want from this season? And I'll go through the panel. Philip, what do you want to see Spurs this season?
I want to get a trophy and an improvement on the league position from last season. That's what I want. I'm not expecting. Okay, I think we're going to challenge up to a point. And okay, today isn't giving us a lot of hope. But remember, this is still a friendly match. We don't have our full 11 out there, right? So players are still getting used to what's. I would rather lose a friendly match 6-1 today and then go and beat Leicester 2-0 rather than the other way around. We've got to hang on. Let's see players coming on now. Bentancur is coming on and Werner is coming on. I expect. I think Ange will get a trophy this season. It might only be the Carabao Cup, but that's all we've had for the last 2 trophies times anyway, since 1999. So
Romero's coming on as well.
Good.
See, Bergville's coming on.
It seems like Bentancur might be coming on as well from the looks of it.
Bentancur's on.
Yeah. Now in the tunnel, we've got Bergville, Sonny and Bergville are talking. We've got Van der Ven stripped and ready. Romero stripped and ready. Bentancur's coming on. He's on the
Gray's coming on.
Oh, it seems Dier's coming on for Bayern.
That should help us then.
Well, we thought that would happen last week.
We'll be 4-3 up in 5 minutes, lads. We'll be 4-3 up in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Dyer will get confused. Skippy's on as well, who Skippy's due to be looking to go to Southampton are in for Skippy. So this could be Skippy's last home game.
Yeah, well, Celso isn't even on the bench, is he? And there's no reports about him being injured or anything, unless he was last night during the interview, which I haven't watched it.
Do you know what? I think a lot of people are making... Kenny said Dyer gets an own goal, lad. He forget who he's playing for. Neil says you can bet Vic will bring this up in the room and going forward, please have to listen to Vicario. Once they have conditioned to what the manager and the goalie coach, things will work out. I think Neil makes a very good point there. And you, as an ex-goalie, Colin, he would have brought that up. It was said in the dressing room, wouldn't he?
Oh, I would
Vicario.
I would have 100%. I'd be like, why aren't you listening to what I'm trying to get you to do? Because now obviously a lot of the stuff comes from the manager because obviously he's watching the game, but the goalkeepers see everything that's going off. Everything. They can see where everybody is at all times and everything. So a lot of information should filter from the goalkeeper. And if defenders don't listen, then what can you actually do?
Exactly.
Lads, the game's going to be starting now in a minute. See, can we get synced up?
Yeah, well, I'm not kicked off yet. Dragadine nuts very quickly.
Hang on. Hold on, Judge. Can we get the synchronization right first, though, because it'll be messy. No, Spurs have kicked off now, and I've stopped.
Yes,
so I'm not kicked off yet.
Well, I'm stopped till you do.
Yeah, same here. So just tell us when you're ready.
I'm always late to the party. Tequila's already asking what time are we at. It seems to be the show. It seems to be the quote of the show, that.
124th minute.
Tequila. Also on as well, isn't he?
Ange looks pissed. Can I just say, Ange looks really pissed. Right. I am kicking off now because I need to get this right now, actually, for me as well. Right. I'm kicked off.
Okay. Started.
Right, what's all the substitutions now? Bring them up on the screen. Let me see who came on.
Not really brought them up yet.
No.
But I think they've swapped out the entire midfield.
Yeah.
Bergville is on.
Yes. Tequila says I'll be late from my own funeral. I probably would be as well, actually, to be fair. Now, Dragon Knee Nuts, he put in a really good point, and I agree with this. Here's Skippy. Skippy to Sonny. Sonny out to Skippy. The kangaroo. Corner to Spurs. Well done. That's what I want to see. Come on, Spurs.
Is it just me, or does the doggy look a lot more bulky on his body? Yeah. The doggy looks a lot more bulky than he was last season.
He does. Here's Bergville. A lot of hype on him. Here's Bentincourt. Bentincourt now to Van der Ven. Now here is Tottenham on the wing. Hate when they... Oh, look at this skill. Look at this skill. Oh, Werner. What a bit of skill from Werner there. That's what I want to see from Werner. That little bit of skill. That's what I want to see.
Beating 2 players and putting it straight to the keeper's hands.
You know what I mean, Colin. Sarcastic git. Right. Certain players ain't following instructions. I agree with that. I think certain players in that Tottenham lineup cannot follow Ange's system for some reason, or whatever reason. The youngsters seem to follow Ange's system a lot. Oh, here's Tottenham. We've started the brighter again. Here's Kulu on the wing.
I think the youngsters follow it more because a lot of the youngsters who are coming through the academy are being taught that sort of system from the under-21s. If you have a look. Oh, did you also see Sunuk Bell was being allowed to leave the club?
Yeah, I have.
Shame he never reached the heights of what we thought he could, but
yeah,
he still seems like he'll be a good player, even if he either plays for England or for Thailand.
And Niall John as well has left the club as well. He's gone to France, I think.
Yeah, I think it was either the second division of France, I think.
But let's see what
Tottenham frustrated.
You are.
Kulu is getting frustrated. I can see it in his tackles. They're starting to become quite rash.
Leave my clock alone, Carl. There's enough of you. Oh, clock. Yeah, leave my cock or clock podcast alone. See, I got it right. Here's Destiny. Destiny gets it back. Kulu. Oh, unlucky.
Nice. Is it just me, or does it seem like Skip's also generated a lot of speed, from pre-season or something? Because he seemed a lot faster than he was last.
I think Skippy is trying to say to the manager here, look, you can use me. Bergville. Unlucky. I think once we get Solanke up front, I think we'll have a vocal point, and I think we'll be far better in the front three. I really do believe that.
Well, I'm still of the opinion we should start Bergvall ahead of Madison, but see where that goes.
Well, to be fair, Philip, Madison is more of an established player than Bergvall. He's only just come into the squad.
So what?
But what has Madison done in first half?
No fear.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with you guys. So I'm just saying, I'm not disagreeing, but I just feel Madison. Bergvall has to prove. Bergvall has to prove. He has to prove to Ange he's worth starting ahead of Madison, and he has to do that within the game time he gets, and also what he does in training. And then that's the way I'm looking at it.
Another thing is though, everybody's saying we need to get a holding midfield, and we've got one, Bentincourt. From the way he's been playing,
okay, you need to get a good holding midfielder.
Bergvall's putting his foot in. That's 2 tackles he made now.
Oh, it seems PREMER and Skip are the centre backs for the time being. And
this is the team.
Right back.
It's Vicario in goal. Bringing up lineup. Gray at fullback, Romero, Van der Ven, Destiny at the back 4. We've got a midfield 3, a Skip, Bentincourt and Werner. And then up front, we've got Bergville, Kulu down the middle, and Sonny and Bergville on the wings. And then
more centrally, I think.
Yeah. And then Bayern Munich made load changes as well. Dier's come on for centre back. We've got Lima has come on as well. And Vidivovic has come on up front instead of Muller. but Tottenham here. I think once it clicks, I think we're gonna be a team to beat this season. But it's about getting it clicking.
Not if you play like this, it's not.
No, but do you know, to me, it's about getting the right 11 out there. And this is my problem with also international tournaments. Do they do like the Copa America, the European Championships, the World Cup? Do they muck up teams' pre-seasons because players come back at different times? So players are not getting a proper rest. So
yeah, bound to. They're bound to.
So does that mean that international tournaments should be either condensed or should be taken away with altogether?
There's 2 chances that ever happen in either option. They're going to leave them there because they make money and they're popular. You know, if anything, they should extend. They should delay the start of the season by a couple of weeks. And just go further into May.
Wow.
You know?
And I mean, next summer we've got the World Club Championship, which is a month long. Now I know Tottenham won't be involved in that, but some Premier League team will be.
Yeah,
that's
Chelsea.
Team, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Chelsea who's involved. So, so it won't really affect them. They've got 40 plus players, mate. They'll be fine.
Well, Chelsea have 47 players in their squad. They should be okay.
Yeah, they've got 9 keepers alone, so they'll be fine.
Yeah, after this transfer window, Dermo, Chelsea will be able to put a squad in Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, Europa Conference League, you know, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga. They'll be playing everywhere.
Have you seen Chelsea's new
triple decker?
Have you seen Chelsea's new team double decker? It's a triple decker.
Triple decker.
Bus. Yeah.
Bendy bus.
Bendy bus, yeah. And also there's a video on Twitter with Tottenham's pre-season warm-up. It was funny. I mean, how would Chelsea have been allowed to buy all these bloody players and they're in debt up to their necks? This is the bit that gets me. This was Tottenham's chance this pre-season for us to be financially better, to really outdo the rest of the teams that are struggling financially.
Yeah,
and the likes of Chelsea.
Todd Bowley has got onto the Microsoft store on his Xbox and bought the no player restrictions thing on Football Manager, and he's using it in real life. That's what he's done.
Yeah,
he just bought the in-game editor on Football Manager.
Yeah.
All held the Chelsea B team to enter League Two.
I won't be surprised, honestly, considering how many players. I think they need the B team, the C team, and the D team.
Yeah. But seriously though, how have we? Seriously though, we could spend up to 400 million off FFP. The likes of Man United have been struggling, though they have got the investment from Ineos. Yeah. Chelsea have been up against it. Aston Villa were up against it. How come these teams, because Barcelona and Real Madrid are the biggest, how the hell are they still buying players? And they don't, I know they sold their TV rights, but how they still be able to buy players? And Tottenham, who financially are probably one of the best financially teams in the league, and we're struggling to buy players. I don't get that.
I'm going to just say something in regards to like the Neto and the Chelsea thing. How do we know that he wanted to come to us? We don't. That's the thing. We don't. And we can't force a player to come to us and just say, so yeah, he might have wanted to go to Chelsea. So you can all scream at me for it, but we don't know that he wanted to come to us. Maybe he did want to go to Chelsea and get like 200-300 grand and be injured majority of the season and not really start. But the players he has to be in competition with, and he's probably going to get onto the left-hand side, but I doubt he'll really ever get into the right-hand side of the pitch, because it's just like everybody thinks like, oh, just because of, as you've all said, it's not like EAFC or Football Manager. You can't just buy a player and stuff like that and then they come straight away. But that's the thing. How do we know that he did want to come to us? We don't, do we?
That's one thing. How come Chelsea after signing some boy on a 7-year contract. I thought they'd been outlawed.
No, you can still buy players on a 7 or 8 year contract, but you've got 5 years to pay off the transfer.
And then they give them
is that right, Colin?
Yeah, basically, but they are trying to scrap the whole over 5-year contract thing.
And then I'm pretty sure as well, Colin, correct me if I'm wrong, but they can also give extensions in contracts, which can give them 3 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years to extensions in the contract. So that's how it can become up to an 8-year contract, but it can only be paid over the first 5 years of the contract. So that's how we got Solanke on the 6-year contract, 5 years, then the next 3 years if the club wishes to extend the contract.
Yeah, so it works out a 5-year contract for Solanke plus a 1-year extension option that Tottenham can, just put it on in his last year. United have got a lot of them on it as well, to be fair. So
I've just watched Vicario now with the ball, and Bayern Munich are pressing like mad, and he was finding it very hard to play it to a player to play out how Ange wants to play. If that was any other keeper, they would have hoofed it. But I'm just watching it. Bayern Munich are pressing a lot more than we are at the moment.
No, it seems Mickey's coming on as well. So
yeah,
that's cool.
I think Flash Score has made a rather big error here. They said Heung-min Son has gone off to be replaced by Brandon Austin. So Son has gone off and the goalkeeper has come on according to Flash Score. Don't think that's quite right.
Carl is saying Bentancur, he looks tons better. He does actually. To be fair, I think I've been saying it for a while last season. Basuma has gone off the boil. After the Luton game, he did go off the boil a lot. And he hasn't been the same player for whatever reason. I don't know why. But this second half is just...
I saw him play against Burnley, and he was immense that day. He was really good, but he hasn't really been great, as you say, since Luton.
It's inconsistency with him. Does he believe his own hype?
I don't know.
Do you know? Keyless and Austin has given up trying to be a keeper at Spurs after 50 years at the club. He's now decided to be forward, so he's coming off for Son. Coming on for Son. Tequila, I tell you, Tequila's been great in the chat today. He's been really brilliant, actually. I have to say, he's made a very sort of dull game in a way fun in the chat because he's bringing up a lot of funny comments. So big up to you, Tequila. And me and Tequila are doing our post-match show at 8:30 tonight. So it gives everyone on the channel a chance to shine today on the game before the start of the Premier League weekend. And don't worry, guys, next Saturday, Around the Grounds does return with all the Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two stuff today. So that's coming back. So I'm looking forward to Around the Grounds coming back. We've got a little game probably on Sunday, and then Monday it is Tottenham. So Friday it all kicks off, I think, doesn't it, Colin? With you're on the other channel. You're going to stream your game to the European Football Network. Stephen Thomas says there's been a goal. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Philip will be getting all excited now. You'll be seeing him running around the room with his t-shirt off. Like who was the Man City player that scored the winner to win them the league? What was his name?
Sergio Aguero.
Oh, yeah. Philip will be doing an Aguero in a minute. If Spurs won the league like that, you probably would see him doing an Aguero.
I think every Spurs fan would, to be honest.
Yeah. So that's made it interesting.
It wouldn't be just a shirt, I'd say, with a lot of people anyway.
Oh yeah, I've got 13 confirmed teams for the Europa League. Do you want me to read them out for you?
Yeah, go on then. Go on.
Aided Alkmaar from the Eredivisie, Athletic Club from Spain, Eintracht Frankfurt from Germany, Hoffenheim from Germany, Lazio from the Serie A, Lyon from Ligue 1, Man United, of course, Nice from Ligue 1, Olympiacos from Greece, Porto from the Portuguese Premiership, Real Sociedad from La Liga, Roma from Serie A, and Spurs. Those are the 13 confirmed at the moment. But
are they the seeded teams?
those are the ones who actually got like 6th and 5th, like the confirmed places automatically.
Okay. Nice.
The playoffs are still ongoing now. That's
the end of the month, so we know who we've got to play. Oh, good play.
Can I just say, there's a stream and how that works. Actually, we are going to do a stream how the Europa League works this year. It's all changed, and I think it's better what they've done. But anyway, here's Kulu. Is this the goal we've been waiting for? Kulu, go on, Kulu.
You must have gone ahead of us again. Oh, come on. Yeah.
No.
Gimme from Sweden.
You lot are ahead of me. I haven't even got a goal yet. Oh, Bergville. His guess. Come on, Tottenham. It's the game from Sweden.
That's what Bergville can do to the team. Tackles the player and then slides him in. Lovely little flick pass.
Ow, shouldn't have done that with my back. And this is what we do when Kulu scores.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring.
There you go,
guys. Taking goal as well.
It was. Colin, what do you reckon? Good goal?
Yeah, good goal. Can't take anything away from it. I think that's all down to Bergville, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. So, the pass with the outside of the foot was really good.
There we go, guys. It is Tottenham 2, Bayern Munich 3. The comeback is on. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. We've got the Keeler. Yeah, we're going to cover it, Dermo. We've hired some experts at quantum mechanics to help us with it. Yeah, that is so shook. That is for so. It's so complicated.
You need a PhD in you do need a PhD in quantum physics to understand what the hell's going on with it.
Can I just say? Can I ask you a lot of question? And
no,
I'm not trying to start a debate, but just a one-word answer: yes or no. Was this new European League format to stop them doing the Super League? Nearly. Is this the Super League within Europe?
It's a blocking mechanism, I think. It'll delay things for a couple of years. If it doesn't work out, then the Super League will be back on the table again.
Colin?
No, this is the Super League.
Boris?
Yeah, as Dave said, it's the Super League, and it gives other teams a reason not to go for the Super League. Like the teams haven't had access to Europe for a long time. It's how to stop the major teams forming the Super League.
The Keeler says Domo's still on last week's Bayern Spurs match, Carl. So he says Domo's game finished 10 minutes ago. Yeah, it did. I've gone back in time. Do you know what? I think this second half Spurs side have done better than the first half Spurs side, to be fair. We look more like a team.
Fight. I think there's a bit more fight in this second half Spurs side, but I mean,
is it just me, or does Bergvall seem quite injury prone already from the small snippets we've seen of him, because he's had to come off every single time he's come on?
No, he's only been injured. Well, he's not really. No, he's not. He's not. That could have been tactical. He's not injury prone. He's not reputed to be injury prone anyway. He might get injured, but that's part of the rough and tumble of it, isn't it?
Well, here's
he got a kick on the back of his heel there. So
yeah, I think they might just be swapping out his shoe maybe from that. Might probably just do that.
No, he's gone off. Oh no, new shoes. He wants new shoes.
Yeah, I think it's cooler what's coming off for Mikey. I'm pretty sure from the looks of it.
It's a Mike. Yeah, Mikey Moore is coming on.
Good. Now we'll see what he can do.
Colin.
So
sorry. Go on, Bruce.
So we don't have an actual striker on the pitch at the moment in time.
Would you have started Solanke today?
No.
Well, give him a run out, considering he has done pre-season, so he would have done pre-season at Bournemouth.
Well, Bergvall is gone off. Nah, not really. I don't think that would be.
Yeah, Bergville is coming off. Mikey Moore.
No, no, hang on.
coming
Kulu's gone off. There's no other substitution for. Where's he coming back on? Yeah, Kulichevsky's gone off. All right. Is Bergville only changing his boots?
It looks like it.
He hasn't.
Yeah, Kulu's gone off.
Yeah, Bergville's
Kulu's-
changing his boots.
Yeah. Ange does not look happy. For I
He
don't
really
blame-
does when you think about it. He's not a guy who goes around with a smile on his face all the time, you know?
You like with Charlton.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, the second half has Skippy. That's why we. But I tell you, Skippy's played well actually in this since he's come on. To be fair to him,
Not bad.
maybe he's realised. Look, maybe the threat of maybe they should do that to all players. If you don't perform, you're gonna you leave the club.
Guys, I've just checked something on social media. It seems Bergvall's gone down on the pitch. Oh no, we don't know. I don't know why yet because
He's on the touchline now. He's on the pitch.
No, this is later on. I've just checked social media and it says he's gone down.
Right.
So I don't know if it's true or not.
He's just come back on now. I thought you were going to tell us Tottenham have bought Eze or something like that.
Oh, I'd love that. No,
That wasn't a foul. Jeez, Mac.
No, that player is one I thought you should have gone for. That Polinia. I thought you guys should have gone in for him.
Where's he got? Oh, yeah, this guy. Yeah.
Hang on. Can I just check? The Bayern Munich player's leg has not fallen off. It's still
Hang on,
attached to his body.
Bergville
Hang
is
on.
down on the pitch now.
so
Yeah. How's that a foul?
Jeez. Don't we get him injured? For fuck's sake.
No wonder Sonny's arguing. That was a foul on Bentoncourt than it was on the Bayern Munich player.
Yeah.
it looks
Oh,
like he
God.
was holding his throat from what the player.
Yeah, it looks like he got hit a bang in the throat.
It does.
Yeah, he's winded for some reason. It's not a leg
see,
injury.
Skippy.
Anyway.
Skippy's doing this with his elbow.
Yeah. Let's have a look at it here.
I'd love to see a replay of that.
They just
Look at Romero. Right. Who did it to your kids? Who did it to you?
You're next on the list.
Yeah. Who did it to you? I'll get them for you.
And Bergville, he's
Where's
up and about. All right, he's back.
Where's that
nobody
Harry?
touched him.
No, he went
I
down.
think it was from a net. I think it might have been from the earlier incident, you know, like with his boot, maybe, and
Well, here
something
we go.
might have
Let's
happened
see.
then,
Let's see.
and it's only
Let's
just
see.
acted now.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
At first, when he went down, it looked like he looked like he collapsed. Then,
Yeah. Do you know what? That is a very strange one, to be fair.
Isn't it?
He's holding his chest. All the players
can't
that he
It can't be a medical condition because it would have shown up in the
medical.
obviously in all the medical
Can I
stuff.
just say, he did go down holding his chest. He is struggling.
He's probably swallowed a little fly or something. It got lodged in his throat.
He doesn't.
He looks all right now.
Ange looks ready. Well, look, Bayern Munich
He's pointing
players
to
were.
his throat. He's pointing to his throat.
Yeah. Bayern Munich players were telling the people to come on. But the way he went down was very. He was holding his chest.
Mm.
Well, look, we hope he's okay. Bless him.
Yeah,
Who's getting ready to come on? Alfie Devine is getting ready to come on.
I would take him off. I would, just as a precaution. Maybe a
probably
bit of
right.
chewing gum's got caught in his windpipe or something.
yeah, because some players do end up
His
chewing
body's
gum
trying to
while
cough.
playing.
Yeah.
His body's trying to cough up whatever it is. So it's probably got something that's irritated his throat or it's got stuck a little bit.
Can I just say fair play to the referee there for stopping the game immediately and getting
Oh, yeah.
the right
Well, that's the
people.
protocol now, isn't it? That's the protocol.
I think they
It's a
should take
pity
him
because
off.
Bergvall was having a very good game. It's a pity he's had
Yeah.
to go off now.
It is, but I think for safety, I think more for safety for him. I think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, because remember last time this sort of injury like this happened, like a scare with Romero. Was it against Burnley or Luton? One or two where he ended up coming off like halfway throughout the match.
Tequila said, Romero said he's came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of bubblegum, man. I love Romero. He sees a Tottenham player get injured. Romero says, right, who did it to you?
Bedwell's back on anyway.
Yeah, he is back on. I loved it. I loved it. What's that? Is Bergville's back on? Yeah, I loved the togetherness of the Spurs squad. Actually, they all seem to be all for one and one for all. It's great to see. And there's a long time since we've seen a squad like that. To be fair, to be that together.
I'd probably say it was like the 17-18 season. Now with them, I haven't seen it obviously because I was like 18-19. But like the way the squad was connected then with Rose, Adebayo, Toby, over everything, Vertonghen, every single one of them, they all looked very well linked together.
16-17 squad was good too. Very good.
It's very much reminds me of the early 80s Tottenham where they were all one family. They were all brothers. They were all stuck up for one another on the Birkinshaw. And it's that togetherness, I think, wins your stuff because you're all fighting for the same cause. Yeah, Carl says it. I think he swallowed chewing gum. Yeah, I think so too. But Alfie Devine is coming on. No, is that Archie Gray? That's Archie Gray.
They might bring him up on the 80th minute or something like that.
Yeah.
So to just be the confirmation, just to make sure he's okay.
It's Tottenham. A draw would be a good result for this game, and then it will go to penalties.
Yeah,
and then
the Spurs have been better in the second half. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he'll go to penalties, Derma.
Oh,
unfortunately not. It's not one of those type of cup comps.
Ah.
I can't even remember the name of the cup because it came up for a second.
The Visit Malta Cup. That's what we're playing for today.
That's it. Oh, yes, because we're definitely all going to go to Malta.
Yeah. The only cup Man United want to win and they can't because they're not invited into this competition.
I'm all right, sir. I don't want a poxy little fake trophy that people play for to make themselves feel better.
I'll
sell for Carabaos and FA Cups and league titles.
We're the World Challenge champions. You're not even that.
Who do you play against for that World Challenge Championship?
Hang on. Here's Destiny. Destiny now to Bergville. Werner, what you doing?
What time are you, Dermot? What time are you?
73:06.
God, you're way behind it. Way ahead of you.
I'm not really worried now.
He's all thinking right.
Spurs play's just been really bad today.
Companies.
Ooh.
Oh, nice play. Lovely play. Archie
Carl
Gray.
was saying, how can you say that, Dermot? They were in the Community Shield. The World Challenge Cup is more than the Community Shield.
Yeah, winning an FA Cup's more than a World Challenge Championship and all.
There's Harry Kane. Will he get to come on? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I'd say he will.
The Keeler's asking, but what time are we at? I don't know. I've given up. I
think if you get a penalty, you'll probably end up coming on for that to just score it.
Yeah. What's Company up? He's doing he's not on the touchline.
I see that.
He doesn't like what he's saying because Spurs have been the better side the second half. Do you know what? Is Harry Kane sitting on the sideline thinking, do you know what? Maybe I should have stuck with Ange.
Nope.
I don't know what.
No, he's just thinking, I'll go bottle the Bundesliga for a second time in a row.
I just think I reckon there's a little part of him thinking he's looking at Spurs thinking, do you know what?
I guarantee you there is not.
think I'll agree with
I
you,
don't know.
Colin.
That's a can of worms we shall not open.
Here we go. Eric Dyer's taking the free. Oh, no, it's not Eric Dyer. Sorry, I thought it was Eric Dyer.
Eric Dyer, don't worry. My abiding memory of Eric Dyer is I've got this. When he took that free kick against Barcelona last pre-season, I've got this, and then put it in row Z.
I agree with Tequila.
No, Kane is saying, "Thank God I don't have to play alongside Solanke this year. Sorry, not sorry."
I agree with Tequila. That's probably what
Tequila, when Solanke scores a hat-trick next week, I'll remind you of that one.
If Solanke scores a hat-trick next week, I will physically eat a Manchester United shirt. In fact, I'll wear a Tottenham shirt. I'll wear a Tottenham shirt on one of your streams.
All right, then we'll need to get every single player to dive in the Leicester box, which will get 3 penalties off that.
Eric Dyer's just been booked.
Yeah, Eric Dyer. I was about to call Neil Shafton Eric Dyer. Neil Shafton says, I think the reason you don't understand, or any of us, is because it is business. We don't know what has been accomplished, such as comings and goings. I know I'm not up to date with all the pieces. Look, I agree with you, man. It is. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And Spurs play. I tell you what, would you please get your act together and do a proper stream?
It seems Dyer's been very. I was going to say a certain word, but he's been very agitated. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been booked. He got something at Tottenham.
Something to remember his trip by.
Yeah. Imagine they've played Eric Dyer instead of Harry Kane. I'm sure everyone would love to see Harry Kane on the pitch again.
He still might come on, he still might for the last 5 minutes.
There's still 22 minutes to go, mate. Anything can happen.
No, it's 13 minutes to go.
Oh, yeah, 13, yeah. But still not too long. But... You'll be enjoying something in like.
Yeah, Harry Kane is coming on.
Yeah, it seems he's coming on now.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the volume.
Gone.
I'm going to mute this for a minute. I'm going to put the volume on to hear what the reaction.
I'm so far behind you. It's probably going to come on when
once we're all finished the stream and it's gone over.
Yeah, once you lot have all left and I'm still watching the game, I know your game's finished.
He's coming on around like 10 seconds from now for you, so you'll be all right then.
Yeah.
How annoying would you be if he scores and celebrates?
Oh, that is a very good question. Would he celebrate?
No, I think he'll do what Richarlison did against Everton. I think he'll just put his hands up and stuff like that because I don't see Harry having that level of disrespect like a lot of Man United. A lot of Manchester United players would have, but that's a story for a different day.
Yeah, that's because Man United players are winners, mate, not little bottlers like a lot of Spurs players.
Do you know?
I can give as good as I get. Come on, bring it on.
This little Man United fan comes on. Do you know?
I don't know.
You know? I don't know. He's very good at tech support. I'll give him that. He did build my studio. He did build my studio. Can I just say he did build my studio and he done very well. So thank you very much for that.
An interesting fact for you. Doncaster Rovers have won more trophies in the last 10 years than Tottenham. Just a fact for you.
Oh, Lord.
He got a huge ovation. It was really good, really good.
I noticed Philip went very quiet on that when that fact.
No, I was listening to the crowd reaction there. I was listening to the crowd reaction TV.
Yeah.
Sonny went straight up and gave him a hug. And Will Lankshire's on now for Tottenham.
Yeah. The new Harry Kane.
Mm-hmm.
I love you all.
Harry Kane will come win trophies.
Yeah. I think he's right. I think it's great he's getting this ovation.
Of course.
Is it captain as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the captain's armband for Bayern.
Do you know Spurs don't have the names on the back of their shirts today?
Yeah, they've done that for the whole pre-season. I wonder what number Solanke's going to get, actually. I wonder, will he take Richarlison's number 9 shirt?
No, there's still quite a few numbers out. I think there's quite a few numbers what are open. There's like number 2, 5. There's quite a lot of numbers out there anyway.
I say Sonny really misses Kane. I tell you what I am annoyed at, and it's a rant. This is more of a 2-minute rant. The Premier League website, can you please update the players' shirts on there? Jesus, what do you do all season? I'm still waiting for the Premier League to update their shirts so I can actually update my Canva with the new shirts and the players. So please, anyone watching for the Premier League, get your website in order. Thank you. Rant over.
Well done, Bergvall. Oh, brilliant.
Kane, can I have your shirt, please?
In fact, no, do you know what? I've come up to another thing. I don't want to wear a Spurs shirt. If Solanke scores a hat trick no, this one's better. This one's better, Dermo. This one's better.
Okay.
If Solanke scores a hat trick next week, I will pick a member of the THFC Till I Die community and buy them this year's Tottenham Hotspur shirt.
I think that's very fair. I noticed Tequila now that's Ange to Romero. Now Kane's about to be Romero. It's like
Romero ends Harry Kane's season and return to Tottenham Hotspur's team.
And to make it fair as well, and to make it a bit more fair, I won't be choosing anybody that is a member. So, like me, you, Philip, Boris, or Tequila. I won't be choosing
somebody in the chat.
Somebody in the chat. Sorry, Tequila. I had to say it because Tequila's in there. Yeah. I saw him straight away.
Yeah, this is Tequila. Choose me, choose me. He's like the little kid in the back of the school. Choose me, choose me. Sligo are playing Shell shortly. Yeah, we are going to start doing the Irish League from next Friday, guys. So we are going to start doing that. Gerard said his shirt will be 999 will be his number this season. That's a bit harsh. The Keeler says when Doctor Strange points the finger to Tony Stark, yeah, then game. If somebody's not a Marvel fan, you won't get that, but I do get that. It is. I actually watched that film the other week. Actually, it's a very good film, Endgame. And also watched the Batman film with Heath Ledger as the Joker in it, which I think is he's really underrated as the Joker, in my opinion.
I don't think you've ever been on the internet, to be honest, and if you think about Deborah. He's the most recognised Joker out of every single one.
Yeah, but I'm old enough to remember Jack Nicholson as the Joker in the original Batman films in the 80s and 90s.
I remember Jack Nicholson as Batman.
I'm old enough to remember Cesar Romero playing him in the TV series.
I was just going to say that, Philip.
He was the best Joker
that one as well.
Actually.
Do you know what? That fella had a moustache. Do you know he refused to shave his moustache?
After Discovery, Cesar Romero had a moustache.
Moustache.
Oh, it shows how bad the game's got that we're now talking about Jokers and which ones we can remember. Me had this conversation last week, didn't we, about our top 3 Batmans, didn't we, Colin?
We did.
Yeah. I put as my number 1 Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, and Ben Affleck.
You did.
What's yours? Don't leave me hanging.
Mine has to be Robert Pattinson, and Robert Pattinson.
That's not what you said to me last week.
I know it's not. No, Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, and I can't remember what I said for the last one.
You actually said Adam West, I think.
Yeah, Adam West, yeah. Obviously the original OG Batman.
Yeah.
Adam West was Batman. Burt Ward was Robin, I think.
Yeah, it was. How
It just
popular
made me
was
laugh.
that Batman series back then, Philip, when it was
Oh,
out?
that was
it
it was massive. When I was a kid, it came on a Saturday evening, and you didn't care where you were. You were home in time for Batman.
Yeah. Was it a bit like Star Trek that it gained more
No, I'll
after
tell
it
you what was
finished?
different. It was the first TV series that ever used the flashes on the screen, like kapow and bang, and it was totally different and totally over the top. I mean, good God, it was so ridiculous. It was funny, but it was massive, absolutely massive.
I mean, Star Trek didn't start gaining popularity till after they redid it again, didn't they? They done it. They replayed the whole series again. It gained a whole new fan base completely. I mean, I love the original series Star Trek, to be fair.
I'm not interested. So I don't watch it. I've never seen Star Trek, to be honest. I never watched it.
Neither have I. But I actually have on VHS. I don't know whether it were a movie they did it or whether it was just a TV series. But it's the old one where Adam West is Batman, where the Joker and everybody have teamed up and they're vaporizing and turning the UN summit into
that was
like
the best. That was the
salt
movie
or something. Yeah,
yeah
I have that on VHS.
Is that the one when he's running around with the exploding bomb over his head?
Yes, it is. Where is the shark, the anti-shark repellent?
The anti-shark. He had so many stuff in his bat sort of thing. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it was good.
And then you got the fella playing Alfred. Mr. Batphone, sir. Oh yes, come on! I'm taking you fly fishing, or I'm taking you to see to the. They always come up with some stupid remark, some stupid comment, and the ant was there, fell for it every time. Like, it was so funny.
Oh yeah.
It shows how good the game's been that we're now talking about this. I mean, it really.
I'm just waiting for Harry Kane to score.
Good moves, reasonably good moves. I think we've shaded the second half, but
we have.
I'd say we've been the more dominant side in the second half, but that's not always how Spurs is, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's been like that because Romero and Van der Ven have come on. To be fair,
it's a lot more solid attack.
Yeah, we've got here Michael Keaton, the best Batman to kill. I agree with you, to kill. He was my Batman. Christian Bale, all day wrong, says Chris Carl Simpson. Stephen Thomas, Batman is the cartoon one. Oh, what's his name? Kevin Kevin Conroy. He died last year, actually, I think. The key list. Yeah,
Kevin Conroy. Was he? Yeah.
He was the voice of Batman in all the video games and the cartoons.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he was in a brilliant film. He was in a film made back about 30 years ago called Gettysburg.
Yeah.
It was about the American Civil War. He's Irish, I think. Certainly got Irish connections.
Conroy, or I forget what his name is. Maybe somebody will let me know in the chat. Best Star Trek is Star Trek Discovery. No, Strange New Worlds for me is the best Star Trek program at the moment.
4 minutes of extra time.
4 minutes. Okay, thank you. We got. He took one to the Jules. Yeah, I saw that. What a game, says Tequila. What game, says Tequila. Yeah. It's been one of those games where Harry Kane's come on, and everyone was waiting just for Harry Kane to come on. To be fair.
Yeah.
Can Spurs snatch? There he is. So weird seeing him in a different shirt to Spurs, to be fair. I still find it a bit weird. Oh, well done from Bergville. Lost it. But Spurs, who's been your player of the match second half, guys?
Bergville. I know I keep revving on about him, but he looks like he's just a class above a lot of the other Spurs players today. He's played really well. I mean, the pass for the goal was sublime.
Yeah.
And,
Colin,
I think he's a starter next week. I really do.
Yeah. Colin, who's your player in the second half?
Yeah, I can't argue. Bergville. He has been head and shoulders above quite a lot of Spurs players, so he's my choice.
Boris?
Skip. He's managed to keep it in the game quite a lot of times when we thought we would have ended up going behind. He's got a lot of advantage. He's managed to get the ball up quite far. He's managed to defend the ball. But yeah, I find Skip.
I'm actually gonna go for Kulu because he got the goal. Look, Bergville has played well, no doubt about that. And I see where Philip and Colin are coming from. But for me, and Skip's played well as well. But for me, Kulu took his goal really well. I think Archie Gray's played well as well. He's had a good second half. The second half team have looked more wanting to win than the first half team, to be fair, for some reason. And I don't know why. Yeah. It just looks so disjointed.
Well, it's like last week. We were the better team in the second half last week as well, you know.
Anyway, his Spurs play need to sharpen up their how
Benson
they do
games. Played well too.
Yeah, he has.
There's Mikey Moore.
Kane's in red. Says Tequila. Boo this man, boo boo, because he's in red. And then Carl Simpson says Gary Doherty. Will we ever forget the Ginger Pele?
Yes.
Yeah, he did play for Ireland as well. Here's Bergville, Archie Gray. I tell you who's linked up well. The youngsters have all linked up well with one another, which is great.
Look at this. Mikey Moore squaring up to the I love it. 16-year-old squaring up to the Bayern player. He's backing away now, he knows. Harry Kane's keeping Romero away anyway.
Yeah, but he knows Romero will probably end up flattening the Bayern player if he tried anything.
I love Mikey Moore.
He's booking the Bayern player.
I think this is Tequila's new catchphrase. No, he'll end up with a better record than Solanke. Sorry, not sorry. I think that's Tequila's new catchphrase. Sorry, not sorry.
Anyway. The man that Bayern player looks a bit like Emerson Royale. He didn't sign for Bayern Munich. Any chance, did he?
Oh, look. Here's more. Oh, lovely little bit of football. That's what you want to see. Ooh. Oh, Lancashire. Wow. He didn't give back. Look, it's like look at the Bayern Munich player. He went, Lancashire went flying. Oh, look at Moore. I'm seeing this now. Head to head with him as well.
Yeah. He's not scared, is he? 16-year-old.
No. There's Romero. Come here. Bentancur wants to have a go. Romero said, listen, mate, you keep on. You know what you're going to end up with you. You're going to be in row Z. I love Romero. I just love his passion. The only thing, we need to sort him out because he could end up at Real Madrid next summer. He's he got 1 year left in his contract, Colin?
No, 2. Is it?
I think
Romero.
Yeah, I think he's coming up to a year left, I think.
I think Romero is in his last year contract.
Well, it ain't for me. I still got another minute to go. So let me just enjoy this for the last minute. All right. Philip says game's over. It's over. We will leave it there. Philip, what's your thoughts on the game, the final game before the start of the Leicester game? What's your good points and bad points?
Good points were the second half was pretty good. You know, I mean, we still have I'm still no wiser what the starting 11 is going to be next week, especially in midfield. I think midfield. I know what the defense is going to be. I'm not quite sure who the midfielders are going to be. I think we know there's going to be Solanke, Son, and Kulu up front. But who he plays in the midfield is going to be interesting. Basuma did himself no favours today. Bentancur did. Madison did no favours. Bergvall did. So we'll see. No, I'm not too disappointed with that. It was a good competitive match. You know, a good workout.
Yeah, and where can people find you, Philip? Because I know you've got another channel. So where can people find you?
I need to put it up on the thing, Dan, because I can't even remember what the title is. It's a music channel. It's on YouTube. and it's at Philip Brady 1617. It's all videos that I take on my weekly gig in Dublin, with some very good singers singing on it, and some original stuff and some classics. So have a look. There's a lot of videos up there. Last week's is particularly good.
Yeah, everyone please turn out, and you will see a lot more of Philip this season as he does his few shows. He'll be around for some of them, but as I said, as our team has grown, he will be. I think you going to do every Monday with Boris now, every Monday show, the Monday night show. So every Monday night, please say Boris and Philip, as they start their Monday night shows as well. Apart from next week, which will be the game next week at Leicester, and we are doing a fan show afterwards as well. So do pick up your Patreon members to join us. If not, we'll still get you on as well. We'll tell you all about that before the start of the show. Colin, thank you for coming on, sir. Another member of THFC Till I Die. What's your thoughts on the game, and where can people find you, sir?
I mean, we're a good game to watch, overall until it got to the end where we all kind of like, saw what were happening and nothing really happened in the game. I think a lot of work still need to be done. I think you need to still hopefully get a couple more signings in to help solidify a few places where I think you're a little bit weaker. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a pre-season game. This is what you got to remember. It is a pre-season game. And Bayern Munich are obviously, elite of the elite as well. That's what you got to remember. But you put in a good account for yourselves, only losing by 1 goal. So onwards for you, I think.
Just thinking about the Christian Romero contract, just to clear that up. He's got 3 years left in his contract.
Is it 3 years he's got left?
All right.
2027 it expires.
Yeah. So Colin, where can people find you, sir, apart from here, because you are a member here? And thank you for all the work you've done this summer with me, with the new studios and everything you've done behind the scenes as well. So we're all extremely grateful for the help you give us. But where else can people find you?
Yeah, no problem at all. Always here to help. You can find me over on the Full Time Sports Network. That's where I tend to do a lot of my stuff when I do eventually stream and help Bobby out, because he just does everything on his own at the minute. You can find me on my Man United channel if you want to come and have a go at me in there. Feel free, subscribe there. That's MUFC Spotlight. And Double Up Gaming, you can find me there as well, which is mine and Dermo's gaming channel, obviously. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
No, thank you. And you'll be on during the season as well. You're on this week, I think, for our Premier League show. So I'm looking forward to having you on and see where everyone's going to finish. Also, Boris as well, thank you for coming on. You make your debut last week. You're getting into the swing of things. Great to see you on. And thank you for again joining us for this. You are going to be the new face for the European Football Network till we die. But apart from that, what's your thought of the game and where can people find you? And I think it's over there, isn't it?
Yep, it's either over there or over here. So I guess I'll either be here for watch-alongs or on there for watch-alongs, depending on what games are being played. Like if it's a Milan derby, I'll probably be over there, and now Classico, I'll be over there. Any sort of like major derby like that, but probably will get streamed over there with me and watch-alongs like that. But when it comes to the games, I'd probably say first half showed our weaknesses and exactly what Philip said. We know who the defence is going to be. We don't know who the midfield is going to be, but that's the main issue. We don't know if it might be Bentancur, Sarr, and Bergvall, or Bentancur, Sarr, and Madison. It all depends because we don't know what sort. And then the front line, that's still a bit of a question. Do we think maybe Kulu is going to play, or it could be Bergvall, Bentancur, Sarr, and then Kulu in the midfield, and then like the front it might end up being Son, Solanke, or even Johnson maybe as the front three. Maybe, who knows? Unless we end up getting Eze maybe, and then Eze might be able to play on the right for us, because we've still got quite a bit of time left before season starts anyway. So he might end up coming to us during that time, or maybe even like somebody like Kubo or Bayoka from PSV Eindhoven, anybody like that. We don't know yet.
We'll see, and of course, Also, don't forget the Kilo's in the chat as well. He will be on with me later at 8:30 with a post-match show. We'll go over the game and get his thoughts on the game as well, where he's watched. But guys, thank you all for watching. We're not on tomorrow. I'm having tomorrow off. We're back on Monday, of course, with Philip and Boris on the Monday night show, and then we're all going to kick off. And also get ready for the new season because Premier League football is back. The transfer window isn't finished yet. Transfer day, we will give you the best transfer day, deadline day show going. We're going to be on during the day with different people doing different streams. But don't you worry, your boy Dermatron will be on at 7 o'clock with his yellow tie. I'm bringing you from 7 to the close of business. And I see Philip looks so excited about the transfer deadline day show. He's raring to go. Look at him. He's just itching to get there.
I'm just watching the Spurs players here lined up. I thought they were going to give Harry Kane a guard of honor, but no, it's the presentation of this cup. So anyway, that's it.
Anyway, on that bombshell.
Right.
On that bombshell, thank you all
trophy.
for watching. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscription button. Let's get to 1,900. We're only 9 away. So let's get there before the start of the season. Whatever you do, come on, you Spurs. And Big Ange, we trust.
Go on, Spurs.
Where's the thing? There we go.